It was just an open practice for the fans, but the atmosphere was electric. The city is buzzing for some Eagles football, and I can't wait. What is going on, everyone? Last night at the Linc, the Eagles' home stadium, the place was dynamite. 40,000 plus in the building just to watch a practice, but the energy was there. The players coming out of the tunnel was fantastic. You can see the excitement on their face, specifically Carson Wentz, who couldn't stop grinning like I can't now, just talking about the damn team. You also had Desean Jackson getting an overwhelming round of applause and standing ovation to be back in Philly, and you can just tell how excited he is as an individual. Just to come back out of that tunnel, just to be in Philadelphia once again, to be accepted by the fans. We know how it went down, and it was atrocious the way that he was shipped out of here. He is going to be so loved this season. And you can tell that he is so happy. And you can see his joy just being back in the Philadelphia Eagles uniform. As he should be. As he should be. Keep in mind, he hasn't been with a quarterback like Carson Wentz. Okay? Because look at his last teams. Washington? Nah. No. Tampa Bay? No! It's going to be exciting. So let's talk about what went down in practice. By the way, before we get going, I got to give a shout out to Mike, because I woke up yesterday, I checked my email, and I got a ticket sent to me from Ticketmaster and Mike for the training camp practice yesterday. So I appreciate the hell out of that. That is fantastic. A fan of the show ends up sending over a ticket for training camp practice, so I just really do appreciate that. That is fantastic. Let's talk about what happened in practice. Miles Sanders stole the show, because this kid is going to be explosive. One thing that I keep seeing here is his patience at the line. The patience at the line. And we also saw a little bit of some jump cuts by the red zone, in the red zone. I'm so pumped to see this kid. Now, I feel like it's obvious there's still going to be growing pains, but he is taking a huge leap in comparison to the other backs in the rotation. I don't believe he's going to have a big role right off the jump. I don't believe he's going to have this monster role until a few weeks into the season. There's still a lot to learn. He still has a fumbling problem. There's going to be a big-time difference from what he's doing now and when you're going up against first-team players on an NFL Sunday. So there's going to be growing pains involved, but you can see that he has that mentality. He has the IQ of the game. And he definitely has what it takes when it comes to a skill set. So at the end of the day, this is someone who we're going to groom into a serious number one, a full-time back. But it won't happen right off the jump. But you're starting to see more things. You're starting to see different skill sets that he has in his repertoire, and it's fantastic. I mean, it's eye-opening. It's stunning in a good way. Because he's making plays out there. Ooh, one of those. Ooh, at the line of scrimmage, making people miss. And I'm telling you, the patience at the line, waiting for the play to develop, waiting for the opening. It's like he's not forcing it. And once again, it's training camp practice. It's going to be a lot different in the actual games on Sunday. But you can see that he's smart enough to let the line develop and let the gaps open up and to make people miss. I'm pumped if you couldn't tell. There was a bad thing that occurred, though. You see Grugier-Hill on the sidelines in crutches because it has been official that he has a grade 3 MCL tear. So, not good. Not good, and he's going to miss some time. He's going to miss some regular season games as well. So I knew when it happened, it wasn't going to be a, hey, I'll be back at the end of the week kind of thing. It was going to be something, and it sucks. It sucks. But Zach Brown stepped in for first-team reps, so hopefully he can pick it up. because I've been underwhelmed with him. Joe Ostman, carted off. Carted off. This guy's been the talk. This guy has been the talk for that workhorse. That guy who's coming off the defensive line and bringing it. Bringing the heat. Bringing the pressure. Bringing the energy. He's been a splash. His name has been thrown out there a lot as someone who has been fantastic and had a really good training camp so far. Carted off. And it was bad to the point where the teammates were coming over and dapping him up. That's when you know it's somewhat serious. Like, damn, dude. Damn. Keep your head up. It wasn't a walk-off and, you know, you're a little upset. You just tweaked something. It was a teammates coming over, making sure he's okay, staying positive, wishing him luck. So it sucks because this guy has been in the talks. Him and Josh Sweat. Now, I don't know if he had a serious opportunity to make the team, but he was someone who the team praised for his work ethic, and that's the first start. I mean, that's the first start. Especially with a team where we're looking for depth at that position because that's what we thrive with. Whether he was going to have big-time minutes or not, he was talked about. Also, Jim Schwartz asked about the veterans, the defensive side of the football, the veterans who haven't practiced yet. And they asked if he's worried. And he said he wasn't. Yet. So, at some point here, I know it's only preseason week 1 when it comes to the Eagles playing a football game, which is on Thursday, and I cannot wait, even though I know no one is going to be playing. His veterans are not practicing yet. Some of them. And it's something to keep your eye out for. Just for example, right? Jalen Mills, his injury was how long ago? And he still can't practice? No, that's just one person I'm specifically targeting, and realistically, I think he's losing his job as it is. And there's other players out there who aren't practicing yet, but just think about Jalen Mills in particular. That foot injury, I mean, it happened forever ago. We can't even practice yet. It's crazy. It's mind-blowing. How does that even happen? It's nuts. And they're actually saying Crevon LeBlanc had the same injury, but his isn't going to require surgery. So that's scary to think about it. And to be honest with you, the way Philadelphia training and medical staffs go, they say he doesn't need surgery, but I wouldn't be surprised if at some point here we find out he might. Who knows? Let's talk about Carson Wentz and Desean Jackson, because their connection is unreal. It is. I mean, they have this chemistry right now that is so awesome to watch. And there was a play specifically, Carson Wentz rolling to the right. There's a pass rusher coming. He escapes. He points at Desean. He gives it a little touch. 50-yard play. And that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for throughout the season. We're excited to see plays like that, where the chemistry, Carson rolling, pointing, throwing darts, and watching Desean do his thing. See, what's powerful about Desean is everyone's got to respect his speed so much that they were praising this. His comeback is so lethal when he comes back to the ball, because everyone's sagging off of him because of how solid he is with his speed. If you keep up on him, you're going to get toasted. You're going to get burnt. Well, you put a little room in between them, and then he's going to come back to the football. I recorded the Eagles training camp live, and they were praising it. Now, I was a little disappointed when I did go back and watch it because they barely showed anything. I wanted to see all the plays on the TV too, but they barely showed anything. So I recorded it, and I was disappointed because it was just Michael Barkan and the guys praising the team. Apparently, they couldn't show anything because they didn't want people stealing plays and seeing things. Well, you know what? Those same people who would do that can go to the game and go to the open practice for $10 and do the same thing. What's the difference? Show me some football. The one-on-ones was entertaining. You saw Desean toast people. Rasul Douglas got a little shaken up there with Desean. And, I mean, Desean Jackson is going to be so solid. And I think he's got that chip on his shoulder. Maybe not chip on the shoulder, because that makes it seem like something bad happened, and it's not like Chip Kelly's. Something bad did happen, but if Chip Kelly was here still as head coach, that would mean he would have a chip on his shoulder still to fire it up a little bit. But I think he's got an excitement factor. There's an excitement level with Desean Jackson. for being back in Philadelphia, which is going to give him an extra push compared to, say, if he was still in Tampa Bay. He wouldn't have that extra juice and vibe around him, but the passionate fan base of Philadelphia who won him and who was screaming for him insanely, that's going to give him that extra motivation, and I can't wait to see it on every single Sunday. I love this team. I love this team. I love the fact that Eagles football is coming back. And today there's a practice at 12, actually, but I couldn't not talk about this open practice because it was just fantastic. You can see the fan base is so ready for football. You had people go to that atrocious Phillies game yesterday at 1 and then just tailgate all day after tailgating the Phillies game, which you need a lot of alcohol to even go to those games anymore, and party into the training camp practice, which is, very reasonable. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I want to hear your thoughts, and I will see you guys next time.